You said something about Framhide having a friend to help him?
I just recalled an old children's song, which I believe mentions a hobbit.
Maybe not a hobbit, but one perhaps of the little folk, or river folk, as they were sometimes called. Yes, there were some songs that told of From's friendship with the strange elfin folk in those lands who only reveal themselves to children. Yes, to children. Perhaps these songs were nonsense, as many such rhymes tend to be, but the resemblance between the elfin folk and the whole bosom of old can't be ignored. You have heard tales of the whole Boodlin too, right? Perhaps this is worth investigating. If there is any such remnant of the whole Boodin left in the Mist Hollow, it will certainly not be in this valley. No, they'll most likely be hidden in the hills. There seems to be a path following the river just east of here. Let us venture up and see what we can find. These whole Boodin. Yeah, they might be related to hobbits somehow, perhaps. I've heard stories of that too. Hello there.
Come, let us run wild.
Wild. Oh boy.
For the bearnings, there's a time to work, and there is a time to run wild.
Our time together always seems to be so short. I know, my dear Skarding, I know. It is the way of us keepers protecting these lands. Our gifts keep us together, even when we're apart. Aye, that they do. That they do. Ah, Pineleaf, you finally decided to join us. Hello there.
I have heard from Skarding of your deeds in Mist Hollow.
You have my thanks. Now, let us celebrate. Celebrate by roaring. Your joyous roar bellows throughout the valley. Let's run wild. Run wild. Alright, let's run a little bit more wild. This is weird. They just run all over the place, don't they? Yeah. Let's go. And run. It appears that Skarding is still out in the woods. Maybe Fongling will have something to say.
It appears that we must part ways now. May we meet again in better days.
I haven't seen Skarding since last night, but don't worry. He spends more time in the woods than at Thokfest. I'm sure he'll return soon enough. And it was indeed a pleasure to fight by your side. Now I understand the high praise you have received from my brethren. Perhaps we shall meet again. Until that day, farewell, my good hobbit. And farewell. And let's get a nice little piece of armor here. Now, let's see if I could find this mysterious home of hobbits, Holbutham, elven folk, or whatever they are. I think he says something about a path turning to the east. Ah, here it is. And it looks like we've got badgers here. I guess that's no surprise. And we have bats here. Well, I hope they're not going to keep this whole thing with bees and this meaning letter bees, not the sting variety that we were seeing earlier. Well, let's hope they don't have those types of bees either. But I hope they don't continue to the point of these little folk turning out to be Boogan or something like that, because I don't feel like running in any more of those. This is looking less and less hobbit-like each step that I take. More and more bat-like, if you ask me. bats every... That's definitely not hobbit-like. Those look like wood trolls to me. Those tower grim. Definitely not the way to anything that resembles a hobbit. Or anything that would go around trying to kill trolls. So, who would live in the Garzath Gopar wood trolls? The answer seems to be, these are wood trolls. No one else would wish to live in such a place, though such free folk do seem to forage beneath the dark cavity of the roots of the necessities of life. So, let us deal with wood trolls. And after that, see if we can find out what happened. Oh, you. I don't need you doing that to me. I don't need you doing that to me either. Wait. No, I don't need you doing that either. No! Ah! Rude! Simply rude. Well, now. Alright, I better take care of him before his friend gets along here. Yeah, I didn't think you were going to give me a break. I thought you were going to troll me. There you go. Stop with the poison. Stop with that stuff. Stop with it all. Why don't you just return to trees or something like that? Oh, come on! Really? If you have nothing better than to do than have continuous. Well, definitely not the home of honest folk. Whew. I'm peckish after that. I strongly doubt that his friends were wood trolls.
Tower Grim? That was not what I was hoping to find.
Neither was it what I was hoping to find. Well, I did notice a possible path west of here, though, across the Langflood. Perhaps that might be worth investigating as well. It could be more the Targrim, too, but we shall never know if we don't explore. Come, let us be off. What? You were listening in on me or something? Oh, okay. Well, let's go and check out what's to the west. Finally found a way across the river. Now I just need a way to look around here and see if this path leads to any place other than a bunch of trolls and orcs and goblins and nasty things like that. Yeah, leads to a nicer looking area, but at first so was that troll path until it suddenly turned nasty, so I need to stay vigilant. Extra vigilant, and this road is going to be extra windy, isn't it? This is quite a treacherous path, and... Fongling? What's Fongling doing here? Fongling could get here a lot more easily.
Let us leave this dreadful place at once.
Pineleaf, the Carbid Rimdas can be a treacherous path. I would recommend that you do not traverse it any further. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've gone up worse paths. I can say that most assuredly. Hold on, I saw something flying up ahead. I wonder... Fongling again. Well, he's quite insistent. Hello?
We have lingered here too long.
Why do you continue upon the Kabed Rimdath? What purpose could walking this dangerous path accomplish? Well, I'm only exploring, and, I'm acting as a guide for the Rohirrim, and please heed my warning, Pine Leaf. Well, I'll continue for now. Let's get my daily exercise. Hold up. Did I just see Fongling again? Yes, I have. Really?
May fortune favor you, friend.
I only ask one last time. Turn around. You will not find anything that could possibly interest your Rohirrim friend at the end of Kabed Rimdath. All you will find is brambles. Well then, I've seen brambles before, true, but it'd be hard but to go all the way here and not finish the end of the road, and if all I find is brambles, at least it's better than trolls. Now let's go and see those brambles. What he's talking about. Oh, hold up. There's a village there. Looks like a village. Bridges and houses? What do you mean brambles? There are bridges and houses here. This is going to be a lot more interesting than I've been led to believe. And that architecture looked a little bit familiar. Let's get a closer look at it. Oh yeah. Look at that. A little familiar. There's a village here. What do you say about that?
The eyes of an eagle are sharper than his beak.
As I have said, this valley has nothing to do with the lost history of the Rohirrim people. Leave this village be, hobbit. The Hobbithen of Lyndelby will not show themselves to you. Well, it might have nothing to do with the history of the Rohirrim, but I can tell you that it may have a great deal to do with the history of my people. Right? No, your eyes do not deceive you. This is the last village of the Hobbithen. They have watched over Lyndelby and its inhabitants for as long as they have lived here. They're a quiet people, and Lord Gwaihir has taken a liking to their kind. The Hobbithen are shy, however. You may look around the village, but I wouldn't expect your leader to greet you, Pine Leaf. Now, I'll look about and see what I can find about the... Is there anything about the... Yes, the village is not too far from here. Yes, look at that. Last village of the Hobbithen. I have a feeling a group of the Hobbithen must have wandered off somewhere else. That's all I can say about that. Yes, this farmhouse, it looks deserted and... See what we got here? Beehives of a normal size rather than Bjorning size. Let's see what we've got here. Some place of importance to the Rohirrim, maybe? Or to me. It was said that Lothar, Theodric's young grandson, befriended one of these elusive people, dwelling in their company for a time. So that's why he's interested in these folk. And of course, I'm quite interested in these folk too. So a lot of this looks very, very familiar. There is no one in the town center. Though, a number of things that also look a little bit on the strange side. There are plenty of fresh vegetables in the market, but no one's selling them. Yes, that means that they're hiding because vegetables don't stay fresh very long if you leave them out. No. Look at this. Smoke on the chimneys. The chimneys are lit, but the doors look securely locked. Yes. There are more dwellings to the top of the hill. A real nice place. This could be the home of the village's leader. I think I found the... There. You hear someone clear their throat nearby to get your attention. Madelgard Tuka. Well, Tuka's a nice hobbity name.
I am Grandmother Madelgard Tuka.
Yes, you look familiar in a way. You're still a stranger, however. I am only talking to you because you're a friend of an eagle. We have great respect for the eagles, but not much for strangers. Perhaps you could earn more respect if you do something nice for Lyndelby. You see, I have been noticing snooping goblins nearby. If you send them away, I might rest a bit easier at night. Alright, fine. I could send goblins away. I've been doing that quite a bit in my lifetime. So we will send away some goblins. Another place of history? What could be historical here? It became a custom among the Aithuda to leave out shoes and cloaks in the hopes that the little folk would mend them. Interesting. Different from Shire folk, very definitely, because Shire folk aren't much into mending shoes.
Not much more is known about the Aithuda and the Hobbitlan.
Yes, it is said that late during the Lord Theodric's time, the Hobbitlan reappeared. Even then, they were considered nothing more than children's stories. We know that Theodric died at 79, and that his son Gunther became Lord when already old and ruled only a short time. Lothar was followed and ruled well. Sightings of the Hobbitlan proliferated during his time. As the songs say, Lothar's reign was also long, and saw little strife, though it was only unmarred by sorrow. It was not unmarred by sorrow. Come, let's return to Thokfist. I have acquired all that I need for my writings, and I do not wish to overstay my welcome here, if welcome it can be called. Well, you can go back to Thokfist. I think I'm going to stay around a little bit longer because I have my own history to research. It appears a couple of them have returned to duty. Guarding everything well, I can see. Well, let's not tangle with them because we're here to tangle with goblins instead. I'll see if I could find some. Hold on, I think I finally found one. These goblins are even more elusive than the folk of Lyndelby. Well, let's take care of that. Whew. Well, that's one snooping goblin. Now let's see if we can find some more, because they seem to really like hiding and jumping on top of you, I think. Which is probably why she doesn't like them. Yeah, look at that. There's another one. I guess it's come out here and act as bait. Fortunately, that's what wardens are for, right? Act as bait and flush out the nasties. There you go. I've managed to flush out a few of those goblins.
You sent those goblins running? Well, to be honest, I did not expect you to help us at all.
It would seem the rest of the village is now working up the courage to meet such a helpful stranger, and one who also looks familiar. Perhaps you would like to meet the rest of us as well? We can be a shy people, but we will be warm to you in time. All right. Very well then. Where about the other people here? Let's find that out in the next episode of The Legacy of Durin.